The next person coming up is an environmental engineer in Cary, and he has a talk entitled "New World Water," which probably doesn't feel like that, but I just wanted to say it in the most wrestling way possible. I think 4 men should come in and just, there's a splash zone, Eileen. So ladies and gentlemen, Matt Tendam, give him a round of applause.
I'm one of those people not on Twitter, so just Gmail if you want to get in touch with us. Well, some of you might be wondering why we're talking about water tonight, and when I get my slides out here. Yes, the New World Water. You might be wondering why we're talking about water. It's because we're running out of it. It's a huge problem that some of you may be aware of. We're going to be talking a little bit tonight about the problem that we have with the scarcity, some innovative things that I work on as an engineer to develop water resources, a grassroots water resource organization I'm a part of, and then what you can do. So we're the blue planet, right? We have plenty of water. Well, yes, we do, but very little of it is actually accessible for potable purposes. Over 97% is salt water. Less than 0.5% is actually available for us to drink and use for potable purposes. Desalination has become better, but not effective or feasible yet. This graphic shows the water scarcity throughout the world in 2007. The red areas indicate where there's an economic water scarcity, meaning it adversely affects the economy of that region. The lighter orange areas is a physical scarcity. You notice the southwestern United States is in that. This is Lake Mead here, which is dams the Colorado River, one of the largest freshwater reservoirs in America. The water levels are the lowest they've been since 1956 due to an ongoing 11-year drought. This is shown drastically by the white bedrock that's exposed from the dropping water levels in this reservoir. By the numbers, over 1 billion people worldwide still do not have access to clean water on a daily basis. Another 2.5 billion do not have a threatened source of water supply. The United States EPA says that it would cost $300 billion to repair the infrastructure of the United States. So what are we doing about this? Emerging technology or emerging issue is to privatize water. Companies sell you water. Newsweek in a October 2010 article dubbed it the new oil because of this. Water is becoming scarce. Private companies can give us this water at efficient prices, but there are questions about the human rights and people being denied access to water. One innovative project that I work on as an engineer is aquifer storage and recovery, which takes surface water, pumps it into the ground, stores it, and then in the dry season we pull it back out when you need it. The science or the concept behind it are very simple. The science is very complex to make sure that the water quality is maintained. Another surface water, groundwater interaction is riverbank infiltration, which basically is drilling large diameter wells next to a river. It allows the water that's flowing into the ground to collect in these wells, and then it's treated and withdrawn when it's needed. Again, a simple in concept, but very difficult to implement. I'm also involved with Engineers Without Borders, which is a grassroots humanitarian nonprofit organization that's got a national presence, have over 225 chapters nationally with over 12,000 members. Most of our projects are clean water projects around the world in some of those orange and red areas that you see. The RTP Professionals chapter, of which I'm a member, has been working on a project in Huaspan, Nicaragua for about the past year and a half. It's located in the northeastern portion of the country, near the border with Honduras. Very remote region. It's on one of the longest rivers in Central America, but due to lack of materials and expertise, many things are not sustainably built. This is a lady named Rose Cunningham. She's our project key MVP, as we call her. She's a remarkable woman. She's a native of the area, speaks 3 languages, including English and Spanish, has traveled the world, runs a hotel in Huaspan. She's kind of the matriarch of this area and has been a key player. This kind of typifies how the West has viewed humanitarian efforts in the developing world. This is a bridge that was built by the Danish government at the cost of about $2 million. Concrete and steel, formidable structure. Minor hurricane came through, knocked it down in 2005, and there it sits. No materials, no expertise. They thought they knew what the people needed, but they didn't, and it doesn't work. The Rio Coco is in the background, which is where the communities around Huaspan are located. That stream that you see in the foreground is actually a waste stream. There are many sanitary facilities and water facilities that are installed, but many of them are in disrepair, no longer function. This is the actual Rio Coco River here, and in like many areas of the developing world, the river is used for many purposes: bathing, laundry, cleaning, recreation, fishing, swimming, water supply. And as we just saw, this water supply is contaminated with human waste and other things. So again, it's a huge river, but still bacteria counts are very high. Another method that they employ to get water is a well, simple well. You see a flywheel at the bottom there to bring the water mechanically out of the well and store it in that elevated tank. Simple problem, the flywheel broke, they couldn't fix it, so now all they have now is a hole in the ground. So again, the theme here is poor materials and no expertise. Spring boxes are designed, or concrete structures that are designed to capture groundwater that is coming out of a mountain or a hillside, trap it, and put it into pools. It's a very reliable, clean source of water. But practices like this, where they bathe and they do their laundry in this, and they have to transport the water 2 miles, makes it contaminated. So what can we do? Well, the first thing to do is get a handle on this problem that we have globally. So an emerging concept is what is your water footprint? This graphic is probably hard to see at this scale, but each dot represents 1 gallon of water, either directly or indirectly used for various tasks. Most strikingly, 1 pound of beef costs 1,500 gallons of water to produce. I mean, I like my red meat, but I like water a lot better, I think. I think we all remember the droughts of this past decade and the push to conserve water. The irony that we did such a great job of conserving water is that it cost more. Now it costs more because utilities lost millions of dollars because they didn't sell the projected water. So what else can you do? Rainwater catchment systems, they're pictured on the right, is just a way to divert stormwater off your roof into a cistern, use it for irrigation purposes. The one on the left is a gray water system, which uses sinks, shower water, whatever, treats it slightly, and then you can use it for other non-potable purposes, irrigate your lawn. So water is our most precious resource. Without it, none of this would be possible. We turn on the faucet, we have as much water as we possibly could want, but there are billions and billions of people around the world that don't have that luxury. So remember this, and this is an emerging problem for all of us. So save water and save life. Thank you for having me.